At first glance, this landscape feels solid, permanent, unchanging. Stone has a way of convincing us that it will always be here, that it outlives everything else, that it doesn't move. But in this place, that belief slowly breaks down. This is Arches National Park in Utah, a land shaped not by force, but by patience. Wind, water, temperature, time. Nothing here was rushed, and nothing here is guaranteed to last. As you watch this land from above, try not to focus on how impressive it looks. Instead, notice how quiet it feels. This isn't silence created by absence, but silence created by scale. The desert doesn't react to us, it doesn't adjust, and it doesn't explain itself. It exists on its own terms, moving through time without needing our attention. There is something strange about watching stone from above. From this distance, it stops feeling heavy. It almost feels soft, as if the land itself is still deciding what shape it wants to be. The desert stretches outward without urgency, reminding us that form is never final. It's only a temporary agreement between time and matter. For millions of years, this landscape has been changing so slowly that movement becomes invisible. Stone expands and contracts, tiny fractures form and widen, not suddenly or dramatically, but quietly. What you're seeing now isn't a finished place, it's a pause in a process that never stops. From above, everything appears balanced, almost intentional, as if these shapes were placed here deliberately. But balance here is fragile. Every formation exists because countless conditions align just right. A specific climate, a specific type of rock, a specific rhythm of erosion. Change just one of those things, and the outcome would be completely different. That's what makes this place unsettling in a subtle way. It looks stable, but it isn't. We often think of landscapes as backgrounds, something static behind our stories. But here, the roles are reversed. The land is the story. Everything else is passing through it. Every shadow you see moving across the stone marks a moment that will never return in exactly the same way again. As the camera moves across the desert, notice how open and exposed the space feels. This openness wasn't created for us. We're simply passing through it. There were no shortcuts here. No single moment that defined what you're seeing, only repetition, day after day, year after year, century after century. Imagine watching this land change in real time. You wouldn't notice anything happening, and yet everything would be. This is what time looks like when it doesn't need our attention. From this height, human presence almost disappears. Roads become lines, buildings fade into the land, people vanish completely. The scale shifts. You're no longer the center of the frame, just another moment in a much longer timeline. That realization can feel uncomfortable. We're used to landscapes serving us, framing us, entertaining us. But this place doesn't do that. It existed long before we arrived, and it will continue changing long after we leave. From above, the distance between formations feels intentional, as if space itself was carefully measured. But that space wasn't planned. It was earned, removed grain by grain, shaped by forces so patient they don't feel like forces at all. What we call erosion is simply time refusing to stop. Stone rises here not to impress, but because conditions allowed it to. And one day, those same conditions will undo it. Nothing in this landscape is promised permanence. Some of the formations you're seeing right now will not exist in the future. They will collapse, erode, disappear, not as a disaster or a tragedy, but simply as part of the process. Most people will never notice the exact moment it happens. That's the strange beauty of this landscape. It doesn't care whether it's being watched. It changes anyway. As the light moves across the desert, colors shift, shadows stretch and retreat, edges soften and sharpen again. The land feels alive without moving. This is not a loud place. It doesn't demand attention. It waits, and that waiting is powerful. This place doesn't reward speed. The faster you move through it, the less you notice. But when you slow down, patterns begin to emerge, repetition with variation. Order without symmetry. Chaos that somehow feels balanced. The desert isn't random. It's precise in a way that doesn't need explanation. Places like this don't overwhelm us all at once. They settle in slowly, making us rethink ideas we rarely question: permanence, stability, control. In a world obsessed with speed, places like this feel almost foreign. They don't reward quick attention. They reward stillness. As the camera drifts higher, patterns repeat, curves echo each other, shadows mirror shapes below. But no two moments are the same. This isn't repetition. It's variation over time. A reminder that even the most solid things are only borrowing their form. Stand here long enough, and the idea of permanence starts to feel unfamiliar. You stop thinking about destinations, ownership, urgency, and begin thinking in longer timelines. Not years, not lifetimes, but eras. This landscape teaches patience without ever speaking. It shows what happens when time is allowed to work freely, without interruption or acceleration. Nothing here is wasted. Nothing is hurried. This is erosion without drama, transformation without noise. As the light continues to change, the desert seems to breathe, not literally, but rhythmically. Day gives way to shadow, shadow gives way to light, and the land continues its work, grain by grain, layer by layer. There is no final version of this place. No perfect moment frozen in time. Every frame you're watching is already outdated, already replaced by something slightly different. And that doesn't make it less meaningful, it makes it more so. In a world where we try to preserve everything, to freeze moments and hold on to them, this place offers a different perspective. It shows what happens when change is allowed to happen naturally, without resistance, without nostalgia. The desert doesn't mourn what disappears. It makes room for what comes next. We live in moments. This place lives in millennia. And yet, for a brief overlap, we get to witness it. That overlap is rare, not because the place is hard to reach, but because truly seeing it requires slowing down. As this journey comes to a close, sit with that thought that the most powerful forces on Earth aren't always the loudest. They are the ones that never stop. If this landscape made you pause, leave your thoughts in the comments. What did it make you feel? And if you want to keep exploring places that quietly reshape how we see the world, subscribe and continue the journey with us. Because some places don't need to shout to be unforgettable.